All right, so as we slowly start coming back to the agenda, I hope that you had a nice break and enjoyed some snacks. Can enjoy them a little bit later on as well. Once again, I would like to remind you that we are meeting at 7 o'clock in the lobby to be picked up by a bus, shown around Prague for a Prague tour. And then we will go to the dockyard where we are going to be picked up by a boat and going to have dinner on Lake Vltava. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. Czechs, don't kill me if I don't. All right, so we are now going to have a presentation, a keynote presentation held by Oliver Lietz, CEO and co-founder of nanocosmos, who is going to talk about live streaming, which is very interesting and it's essential nowadays. So without any further delay, Oliver, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Zoltan. Hello, everybody. It's nice to be here in Prague after several years. I've been here some years ago, and it's interesting to learn about the challenges of every country we are in, especially the regulations. We learned that there is a lot of challenges everywhere, and I'm bringing a different viewpoint here from the technology point of view. I'm the, as I said, as Zoltan was introducing me, live streaming provider. We're a technology company from Berlin. Founded in 1998, we are active in the live streaming business since 2015, also early on working in iGaming and betting industries to provide live streams to games. And our product is NanoStream Cloud, which is a live streaming platform for enabling interactive use cases for the gaming, but also other industries. Completely white label B2B platform, so we don't care about the regulations, we don't provide games, we only provide the technology backend and the platform so you can integrate live streams into your gaming environments. Just some technical background, how live streaming looks like, and then I give you a bit more overview about use cases we see, which are maybe interesting for you as well. So bringing a live event to the online space based on a camera is quite challenging, but you send usually a stream from a camera to the internet and then would like to deliver it to any audience anywhere in the world, so it's not limited to a specific region. It should be a global audience and easy accessible on any device, usually in the browser. Everything is going mobile first on applications, especially in the gaming space. The traditional iGaming application, a casino game, where you see a live video on a casino table, you have gaming elements on the web page and in sync with the live stream from the casino, which is then engaging the audience. You can access that in the browser, you can play the game and bet on the game, and that could be a physical table in a casino, it could be a studio which you bring yourself at a certain venue, especially for the online space, or another event type of activity. These kind of live streaming supported games are growing because they create much more credibility for the games, they create a personalized experience and more user engagement for the audience because you have really the feeling to join a live game in a real casino. But there are other types of applications like live auctions, live sports betting. One example is on the left where there is an auction running for real estate, which we do with a partner in Australia. So they're betting directly on high value real estate things. And of course you have this challenge to send that from any remote location, not from a studio, but from an outside space where it's very important to keep a stable stream running all the time to keep the audience engaged in the betting environment. There was some interesting discussion in the panel in the morning about innovation, and I think that's one of the opportunities I also see in the gaming space, that it's not about just bringing the casino games online, but also thinking about innovation and how you can create new types of applications. And I want to share some of things we learned ourselves from our partners or other actors in the market. Last week we were at the sports betting show in London where this new type of game was introduced from bet games. It's called Train Sports. It's a dedicated gambling or gaming activity based on a sports activity from a studio. So the production is directly dedicated to this environment, and it's based on short times of betting opportunities to be able to, let me go back to this here to show that how that works. To have a game which is a basketball game, for example, only 60 seconds, and the audience can bet on the outcome of this game and place bets on the person who's gaming and winning, and that repeats every 60 seconds, for example, to keep the audience engaged and have some kind of real-life video interaction in this area. That's one example. Another example is by the company Highlight Games, who is also doing live content based on real licensed sports content, and they are creating unique gaming experiences around that to create some kind of gaming environments based on sports, which is a bit more engaging, or might be a bit more engaging than just betting on kind of offline sports activities. So I hope the video is also shown here. You can get a short impression on how that looks, that there is the possibility to bet on the outcome of these games, which are created in the virtual space, and the betting repeats also every 60 seconds or so to keep the audience engaged for this environment. Some kind of traditional live streaming, I would also like to shortly mention things like we are doing here, doing a conference where I would be able to send a live stream for myself or the audience and keep the audience engaged by being able to ask questions and getting feedback from a live audience outside this venue. That's also things we provide to our applications. Not really directly connected to gaming, but also based on similar technology. So what's needed to create live games based on live streaming? Short technical workflow where you have the requirement to set up a camera or live signal somewhere, and that is sent then to the internet by professional environment, but it can also be a simple software solution which you bring from laptops or simple hardware devices. You need to have a stable network to send it out. That's why things like in this environment are usually not so easy, where hotel Wi-Fi might not be appropriate for sending streams out, so you need to have a stable network to send things to the internet. But then you have also quite a diverse environment in the outside space where the whole audience is located and everyone wants to attend this game or this event on any device and any network. It could be while commuting or being outside remote and trying to be able to participate in this event. That's a big challenge to connect all the right information in real time, because only the real-time experience makes this activity possible for gaming. And that means that everybody, no matter where you are, needs a great user experience, and even on a small device or on a large device, needs to be able to attend this event and be part of that game. Could you maybe move forward to the next slide, please? Doesn't go? Okay. Stopped somewhere. Okay. So we always look at a global approach. We've seen the constraints and the requirements for local solutions based on regulations, but live streaming, as every online service, can be global. So it's important to provide a system which enables a global audience. We have a lot of customers in Central Asia and East Asia, also studios based in Eastern Europe and the Baltics, for example, who send streams around the world. So this global approach requires server locations all around the world to provide the right user experience to global audiences. And I mentioned that shortly already. High quality of service and quality of experience is very important to have a fluent audio-video experience with your game, because it's different content from a simple web page. The stream needs to be fluent all the time, and then real-time activity with the gaming partners with a high service level and availability on any device. So as I mentioned, every participant should have a successful user experience. To make that possible, you would usually need to get some metrics and analytics, as you probably have in your gaming applications as well. But specifically for the live streaming, it's important to have that information available to your business, but also to your technical teams. Also some technical details which are part of this workflow is the adaptation to the quality of the streams. When you are in a low-end device or in a bad network in mobile, you need a different quality on the video as when you are on a full-screen device on a laptop or desktop. So to adjust to the right quality level of the live stream is very important to the system. Otherwise you get buffering of the live streams. You might have noticed that when you are watching live events and other situations. Similar challenges are required here, but also the additional requirement of real-time activity between the player and the provider is very important, which can only be achieved if you have a direct connection and full control of the workflow end-to-end. Specific regional things might be required as well. Regulation is a big topic. Things like GDPR in Europe are important. There are other regulations in the world which are important to cover. And that's one of the things for privacy and control of the end users, but also keep content protection against possible misuse. Everyone knows that there is a high risk to get attacked by anywhere in the world if you have an online service. And to have the right protection measures to protect your own content which you create is very important to keep your content monetized in the right way. Metrics, analytics I mentioned already. There are some metrics like how much buffering you get from the video, or how good the quality is in the video, how the connection is, how many viewers are in any part of the world or connecting to this system, which are very important to get some business intelligence and technical information behind that. That's a bit more technical details, so you see things like for technical evaluation, how good the stream quality is over time and to detect some possible issues to improve your application. So to get started, I mentioned you need some kind of equipment. You need a camera and the equipment you need to get going with your live streaming could be as simple as installing a software on a laptop. There is free software available as well. There's professional hardware available as well. When you go to a professional studio environment, there could be live sources from pre-produced content which you get from partners to feed into your system. There are different ways to start, but it's quite easy to get started and to run live streaming with basic equipment. It's more important to have a stable stream than running and get this delivered to a global audience. In the end, it will run on a web page, and for your web applications where you create your gaming environment, there are different elements on the web page, and one element can be the video live stream, which can be easily embedded on the web page as a whatever window, part of the window, as I mentioned earlier, for example, in casino games or in sports betting environments where video is one part of the web application. Sorry, it doesn't move on again. Could you try to skip the slide, please? Okay, coming to a conclusion, there is a lot of opportunities for getting live video streams for gaming environments, sports betting environments. There's a lot of room for innovations. I think that's also some of the things to maybe convince also regulators to not only transfer land-based things to the online space, but think beyond that, create something like gamification, like entertainment environments, also to improve the reputation for applications. We all know that computer games have a really good reputation. There's no problem with regulation, although they also earn money by selling things in the games. Esports is very large, also very well acknowledged in the world, and without any legal issues. But the reason is that there is the focus on the entertainment space, not so much on the monetization. And that's, I think, where there's a good opportunity to create a mindset around these innovations, new things, gaming elements, which are more focused on the online space and entertainment industry than just transferring one-to-one applications which are existing already. When you would like to get started with this, it's quite easy to get started. The details matter, as I said, so I hope it wasn't too technical, but that's things we would like to cover, or a technology company would like to cover for you. You don't need to worry too much about these technical details. As I said, the live streaming for us is independent from the gaming regulation and can be disconnected from this regulation part. And what is important as in other B2B applications to have a trustful partner and platform for these operations, which we can do as part of the solution. So thank you very much. If you're interested to learn more, we are able to talk to you and answer any questions. If you have any questions right now, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we'll meet in the next break. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Oliver.